Woo! Kings versus the 76ers. Did you see that game? So it is now January 3rd, Friday, January 3rd. The game was on the 1st, and that was super exciting. I was not feeling well, so I'm just coming on today. There's another game tonight, okay? But I want to get these videos out before then. I'm just looking at my notes here. There's a lot to say about that game. We were so excited. The game started, and let me tell you, I'm not sure yet if I want to take my words back about the owners and not understanding why Shaq left and all of that stuff that I was talking about before in the last show. But I will say that this was such a good game, and we're missing Mike Brown. His first game without Mike Brown, I think, and Christie took over. So the win was really, really important. We needed to win this game, right? And as I said, Christie's job was in danger. Well, towards the end of the game, I wasn't so sure anymore. But here's the first thing I noticed was the shoes, okay? Now, I'm a big fan of basketball players wearing fun colors on their shoes, and I have previously made fun of some of the color choices of some of the players. Like, I forgot his name. It's one of the Lakers players likes to wear this really baby blue, and with the Lakers jersey, it makes him look like Rubber Ducky. So I call him Rubber Ducky every time he wears those shoes. Anyway, our team in this game was all across the board slime green. I love it. I love lime green on dresses, on dancers. It's one of my favorite colors aside from that bright orangey color like tangerine. We cannot copy the slime. But what I noticed is one player on the 76ers also had green shoes. I mean, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to copy it? So there's only one team with the green slimer, right? And that's us. So I call it that because we got fourth quarter Fox, and you never know when we're going to come in. We may have had a slump, but we're back now. And so that may mean 2 games, that may mean 4 or 5 games, that may mean the rest of the season, and it may be over soon. We don't know, but we're going to find out. And honestly, I think that it has something to do with the shoes, because it's exciting. You get into a groove, and you can see each other out there. You know who's wearing what. I feel like it makes a difference. I feel like it makes it easier out there. That's my first notice and my first take. But in the second quarter, Fox made a really good shot, and they tried to steal the ball, and they went out of bounds. I don't know if anybody saw that first steal from the 76ers, and the guy was pissed. He was mad at himself. I mean, he's the one that went out of bounds, but everybody was laughing. And it just showed how mad they were that they were going to lose to the team that had been in such a deep slump in the past few days. But it was kind of funny. And then there was Kian. Okay, let's talk about Kian for a minute. Pushing them out of bounds in the next one. Pushes them out of bounds. It seems like they couldn't stay on the court tonight. The 76ers just kept going out. And, or not tonight, but I'm sorry. This was a while ago. It feels like recently, because I've been sick. It feels like I've been asleep for 2 days. But they couldn't stay on the court in the game. They kept going out, and they were getting pretty mad at themselves. But yeah, and still, I think that we were the ones receiving technical fouls. So that was, interesting. And then coming after Sabonis, like they're trying to prevent something, like they're trying to prevent us from the playoffs. They're trying to pull the same stops that the Warriors were pulling, but it's not even the playoffs. Like they were getting pretty aggressive. And one, they couldn't stay on the floor. They couldn't see where each other was at, probably distracted by our slime. And, they just weren't having a good night. And I think the last thing they wanted to do was lose to us. But they were coming at Sabonis pretty hard, you know, like it was the playoffs. And, it's not even like we had a chance at this point in the season. What's going on with us? But they were coming after us like we had a chance. But being the first game of the year it's something that they also wanted to win as much as we did. There's always that. I'm really loving Fox's Operation Paint Me Lime Green. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. These guys are big. The 76ers were huge. They got that one player, I forgot his name, starts with a T. I should know all the players on all the teams, but I don't. I'm sorry, okay? This guy is huge. He's like, Shaq big. But he looks really young. And he also looks clumsy. Unfortunately, he can make a free throw. So they're really too big to be pushing us around, is what I was thinking. If you really think about it, they were really trying to knock us down throughout the whole game. And, why are you trying to pick on people smaller than you? Our big guy, we only have one bigger guy, Murray. He was on the bench for the night, and so he couldn't help out. But, too bad. That doesn't mean you treat us all like we're your size. There's got to be some, it's bullying. I feel like there can be bullying on the court because you're bigger. Let's just play the game. And I think a lot of bigger players forget how to play the game and they get kind of annoyed. The smaller guys are a little bit faster. They're a little bit better. They're making their shots, So they resort to violence. And I don't really like that, but why they are is because we get back up like a balloon clown. You knock us down, we come back up, and we just keep on going no matter what you do to us. It's kind of like the Kings game and how we play. But so anyway, we won the game. And I think that I'm not sure if I want to take back my words about the owners, but I will say that maybe Christie isn't in such danger. Like, that was a really good first game. He was listening to, what he needed to do, understanding. I think that there's probably a lot of things he couldn't say that he may have said to Mike Brown that Mike Brown didn't, use his advice sometimes maybe. I'm not sure how that went, but it seems like Christie has a lot of great ideas and works really well with the team so far. It's only been one game. We got another one tonight, and we'll see how that goes. I'm crossing my fingers. I'm wishing them well. Whatever you can do. If you're religious, pray for them. And, if you believe in anything else, give them some of those good, positive vibes because we won another win tonight. Let's see what Mom said after the game. Okay, Mom. This is the first game of the year. We won the last game of 2024. What did you think of tonight's game?
Wow. Like the beam. Yeah, we got to end the season 2024 with a win and start the 25 year with the win. And I gotta tell you, it's really nerve-wracking, but it's exciting because Kings showed a lot more fight this game than I think I've seen all season. With just 3 minutes to go, I think they were down 7 points, and then they just played their hearts out after that. With 1 minute to go, they tied the game at 107, and then led the rest of the way to the 113-107 win over the 76ers. That's saying a lot, especially since the last game was against the Mavs, who didn't have Doncic and they didn't have Kyrie. And some people say, oh, well, they won, but they didn't have these two players. Yeah, you know what? As far as I'm concerned, a win is a win is a win. And today was fantastic. Fox, amazing. He led the way with, I think, 35 points. He only missed 3 shots in the whole game, and DeRozan got 18 points, but he got a couple of critical steals. DeMoss was amazing as usual, doing DeMoss things, and Keon, what can I say? I'm so happy that Coach Doug had the trust to put Keon in as a starter when Keegan's ankle was acting up, and they want him to rest, which is, I think, is really smart. But thank goodness, because that guy is extremely valuable. Glad to see him playing. So the last 2 games, a huge turnaround from the last 2 games that Coach Brown was here. With all due respect to Coach Brown, the last 2 games when we were in the arena, you'll remember, Xochitl, the Kings were getting booed out of the arena, and what a turnaround. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the year.